Razid, a no good friend of Habasi, stole Dwemer artifacts from the guild. Go to Fat Legs drop off in Hla Ode. If Razid won't give you the Dwemer artifacts, find them and return them to Habasi. Okay, we need a dwarven goblet, a dwarven bowl, and a Dwemer tube. There are 2 ways to get to Hla Ode from Balmora. The safest route is we take the Silt Strider to Vivek, and then right next to the Silt Strider in Vivek there is a boat that will take us directly to Hla Ode. However, if you like to be minimally cheap, there's also a pathway you can take right there. So, you know what? We will take that way. Might take just a little bit longer, but it'll save us about 50 gold. So out here at Balmora, we're going to go off the road, right outside the gate, straight ahead down the river. We may run into some enemies, but it never hurts at an early point in the game to fight some low-level enemies, get a little bit of XP in those departments. Speaking of XP, we did get a level in acrobatics just like that. So again, we just kind of follow this river. It's not really a path, but it's kind of a natural looking path. It's not full of obstruction. We will come across a few miners sitting at a campfire. There's the mine where they work. They're all just taking a break, and they don't really talk to you at all except to say, we're taking a break. What do you need? We come to this bridge. We're not going to cross the bridge. We're going to stay following the course of the river and kind of head up this mountainside. Again, I am proceeding to jump as I run. Running uphill or jumping uphill doesn't necessarily make you go any faster, but we also get to improve our athletics and our acrobatics by doing so. Once you get to the top of this hill, it kind of looks like a strand of rocks that I like to think of as like the dragon's back or the dragon's spine, something like that. We run right through the top here, and here we are overlooking a swamp. We can't see anything that looks like anything, just abandoned territory. We're going to head left, heading down the hill, and in a matter of seconds we can see through the fog houses. That signifies that we are at Hla Ode. You have to be careful in this area because if you go just a little bit right, the fog will prevent you from seeing the town, and you can be in some very dangerous territory in no time. But here we are at Hla Ode. I truly think that walking it is better than spending the money to travel across the Silt Strider to Vivek and then taking the boat. That's where the boat will drop you off right there. The small town of Hla Ode only has 1 guard. It's not really a big concern. This building right here on the edge of town is Fat Legs Drop Off. Inside Fat Legs Drop Off, you'll see this guy named Trasteve and Razid. We have Razid right here. We're going to go talk to him. Our disposition's at 55. It's not bad. We're going to say Dwemer artifacts. He's going to say what Dwemer artifacts, and no matter what, he will continue to repeat what Dwemer artifacts. So we will go behind him here. And this chest right here is where we will get the Dwemer artifacts. Now the chest is locked and is level 35, and we realize, oh no, we forgot to get another lockpick. We used it up at Narano Manor. However, fear not, you don't have to travel back to Balmora to the Thieves Guild to buy more lockpicks. If you just go down this trapdoor, we come across a slave smuggling ring down here. Now there's a few quests you can take down here. Some are very aggravating. So let's talk to Lamisa Myra at the top here. We're going to barter. We'll take 2 apprentice lockpicks. And it's going to cost us 19 gold. You know what? We'll pay it. No problem. Now, while you're here, there are some quests you can do if anybody's familiar with old video games. However, one of these quests is an escort, where you're going to escort a AI. Those are always a pain in the butt because the AI has trouble following you sometimes. They get stuck on any little rock. It's not a bad quest to do, it's just sometimes more difficult than it needs to be. Anyhow, we come back up here. Razid is looking at us. We're going to go ahead and equip a lockpick though. And we are just going to sit back here trying to sneak until And get me off that trapdoor, thank you. We're gonna have to sneak until Razid and Trasteve are not paying attention to us. There are no ways to really force this along other than to just wait and sneak until Razid happens to walk away and turn around. Additionally, you can lockpick right in front of him, but you will trigger a bounty immediately and Razid will start to attack you. Whatever, we've been reported. We get in. Perfect. We have Dwemer Bowl, Dwemer Goblet, Dwemer Tube, and 100 gold. We're going to take all of it. And we just run past them. They're just doing fist attacks. It's not going to do hardly any damage to us. We need to run straight outside for the mountain as we don't want the one guard to spot us right there with a bounty and come for us. So we're going to head out. You run right back to the mountainside, and unlike later Elder Scrolls games, the climbing mechanics are not nearly as difficult as they are in later versions of Elder Scrolls games, so you can just kind of walk right up this mountain with little difficulty. And you'll need to make sure that you go up to the top of the mountain and find the exact place you want to go. Here we are, while looking for that big mushroom. Just for reference point, we are back at what I call the Dragon's Spine. So we're going to start heading down the natural looking pathway. I have my sword equipped just in case we come across any enemies, but I don't expect to. We take this route heading back to Balmora, thus completing the third mission for the Balmora Thieves Guild. Now, unlike later games also, the Thieves Guild is present in more than one city, and each of these cities triggers about 6 missions for them, for a total of 24 missions capable in the Thieves Guild. In future ones, Skyrim, even Oblivion, there's many less missions than that involved, especially on Skyrim. You probably only have 6 or 7. I don't remember exactly. Following the river back north, there's the Silt Strider. We're coming into town. However, real quick look at things, and we can notice that we have a bounty on our head of 180. Now, 180 is actually a relatively small bounty, all things considered. All we have to do is, as we enter town, make sure that we don't come across any guards. There are 2 ways. We know the Southwalk Corner Club is over there. We can cross the bridge, climb the mountain, and jump down. I'm going to show you another way that's a little bit easier. Very seldom do guards patrol right here by the gate, which doesn't make much sense. But we are going to run in, climb up this to the Silt Strider, take a nice jump. And here we go, running across the dam. I don't see any guards nearby. There's a guard over there. Maybe he won't spot us, though. Okay, he went and crossed the bridge, which is good, because he could have been difficult if he spotted us. I also have to be careful right here. A lot of times there's a guard in this alleyway. There is not this time, so we go straight into the council, or to the corner club. We're gonna run south to the basement, past Sugar Lips, and talk to Fane Riel here. He says, I hear you've got a price on your head. He offers to clear it for 90 gold. We pay it. 90 gold. Over and done with. Easy enough. This mission has cost us 90 gold and some time. We have Dwemer artifacts. Here they are. We receive 2 Master's Lockpicks and 2 Journeyman Probes and a Journeyman's Armorer's Hammer. Alright. Nice, nice. Let's see if we can get an advancement. No one questions your skills as a thief, but some question your loyalty. Do more jobs. All right. Third mission is complete. Beginning on the fourth mission here, Raylan Halalo has died recently, but he's left a bottle of vintage brandy. The vintage brandies in Halalo Manor. Bring this brandy to Habasi. So we take back out to town. And we've done 3 missions. We have no stamina. Not that stamina is super important, but let's go ahead and head back to Caius Casade's house real quick. Sleep until daylight. Well, no, we don't need to do that.
What is this about?
Alright, so we're going to take off on the 4th mission for the Thieves Guild here at Balmora, heading to Halalo Manor. So again, we're going to cross the bridge here, past the Council Club, head up into the Market District. Everything should be closed this time of night. It is 3 a.m., so no place will be open, I don't think. Let me just stop here and see if Ravir, the trader, is open. Well, it looks like he's open. We're gonna just dump some of our inventory real quick. Hat, belt, pants, robe, shirt, pants, robe, shirt. Selling a lot of clothing that we have. Some alcohol. We got the 2 diamonds. Gonna hold on to those for a moment. Let's get rid of some of these books that we have. What else do we have? A silverware pitcher. Silverware bowl. Okay, we've cleaned up our inventory. We don't need this dagger either. I'm gonna try and get a little bit more money from it. Perfect. Now we head back on up to the Manor District. Alright, so this here's Halalo Manor. The door is locked at level 30 and we have civilians out here. So the easiest way to get into Halalo Manor is to jump right up here, go to the top door. Let's equip our lockpick. We go into a sneak, but there's no one close enough to detect us, so it's not a huge deal. We won't be caught trying to break in. Have to test the lockpick a few times. I don't like having a non-skill-based lockpick like in the later Elder Scrolls games. I think that was one quality of life change they made for Oblivion and then Skyrim, with actually having you in control of how the lockpick works or fails. Here you just simply rely on your level. The lockpick was used up, but we got in. Here we are inside Halalo Manor. We head downstairs immediately. We will see that Raylan Halalo is dead. We definitely want to loot his body. He has a nice sword and some good clothes. We'll take everything he's got. There are a few valuable things around here, including a bottle of vintage brandy right on the shelf. We'll take that for 500. And let's look around. Anything else you want to take? Grief, any other kind of pots and bowls and glasses. Not necessarily worth taking most of the time. However, we can head back upstairs. Now, if you're worried about being in a house broken into middle of the night, there is someone in the house, the servant, Urine Neareth. She doesn't seem to give a crap that you're here. You can go talk to her and get some information about his killer, but that's it. So in the meantime, we're gonna head upstairs, check his drawers. He's got expensive amulets, more clothes, and 2 more bottles of vintage brandy, so we'll take all those. And we are free and clear to just waltz right back out of here. Our acrobatics has increased again. Alright. So here we go. We are going to run back to the Southwall Corner Club.
What do you want?
Alright, we return to the South Wall Corner Club and we go straight to Habasi to give her a bottle of vintage brandy. We do have it. One vintage brandy has been removed from your inventory and 1,000 gold has been added for it. That is a bit more than the brandy was worth, so we are sure happy about it. We're going to see about an advancement. Hey, we are now the Black Cap, even better. Take the next job. The 5th mission, Fort Pelagiad's jail, holds a member of the guild, New Shoes Bragger. We proc that to get the quest going. Habasi knows a way to free New Shoes. Mabestian Ints in Pelagiad smuggles Dwemer items. Shadback Gra Murbug takes bribes from Mabestian. Fetch a mysterious Dwemer device from Mabestian's shop and take it to Shadback. Tell Shadback to let New Shoes go, or you'll let everyone know that Shadback takes bribes. Once again, this is showing a new mechanic that there's more than one way to accomplish your goal, sometimes by bribery and blackmail. There are multiple ways to get to Pelagiad, as there are multiple ways to get to any city, one of which is to hop outside the town here and head through the mountains, which can sometimes be dangerous and time-consuming. So I think that the best way to do it is to go to the Silt Strider, travel back to Satanin for 13 gold. Nice for us that it is daytime now. Ouch. We will head east out of town, following the road. The road curves north. And here at this first sign we can see Balmora, Vivek, and Pelagiad are all this way. So we will continue heading straight north. Oh, we have an enemy that's going to attack us here. Alright. Easy fight there. Alright, let's take a look at these signs. Pelagiad is to the left. So we take off running here. Now that right there, you guys got to witness one of the poor mechanics involving in Morrowind. If your agility skill was not high enough, agility determines itself how well you can hit enemies and how often you are hit by enemies, as well as a little bit of a luck factor involved too, but mainly the namely attribute is agility, and otherwise you're just sitting there swinging, just chopping like I just was, and it can get kind of frustrating visually. Oblivion, they overhauled it, but anyways, here we are. We walk right into Pelagiad. It took no time to get here. It's a nice morning. We see that it is not Halalu guards like in Balmora. Instead, it is Imperial Legion. Here's the first place, Mabestian's Supplies, the first store that we come to. Of course, a store because it has a sign out front. We go inside and there's Mabestian Ints. He's got clothing on the walls, and there's a guard in here watching him. We head on upstairs as per usual for a thief. And we go look at his bedside. In his bedside, there's some hound meat, a couple gold. We'll go ahead and take the gold. It's only 2, but no reason to pass it up. I believe we'll need to go ahead and equip a lockpick. And sneak. Let's see what's in the closet. Oh, no, that's a common ring. Nothing in the closet. We have a little book there, platter, pitcher, nothing of extreme value here, but up on this shelf is the small chest. Lock level 50. It might be too complex for our little apprentice lockpick, but well, it seems to be attempting it. Just keep trying real quick. We may burn up our apprentice lockpick in no time trying to do this. Lockpick has been used up, but we just got some master's lockpicks from Habasi, so we will go ahead and equip one. There we go. We got into it now, and we have a Dwemer Coher, whatever that is. We'll take it. Additionally, before you leave, you're going to want to check out this book over here. This book up on the counter here is worth 300. The Alchemist Formulary. Oh, but that guard almost caught us. Wait a second for that guard to go away. Head downstairs, please, sir. You didn't see anything. Alright, he goes downstairs. We're going to wait till we get our sneak symbol back. There we go, and we shall take this 300 gold book and then head on our way right out the front door. Once we leave Mabestian Ince's shop, we head into the fort, the castle of the town. Nice traditional imperial castle. We go inside the main part, and right here is an orc named Shadback Grabberbug. We shall talk to Shadback. And we're going to say New Shoes Bragger. She will say, "Where did you get that Dwemer artifact? I bet you stole it from Mabestian, you thief." I will just simply say, "How did you know that Mabestian had one?" "Because Mabestian pays me good money to keep it a secret. Let New Shoes go and I'll forget about it." "Okay, you got me this time. I'll let him go, but it's not over between us, Rain. I'll remember you." "I'm sure you will, but I probably won't remember you except for your crazy hard to pronounce name as I make this video." Very simply, we walk back out. The mission is complete. We can head back to Balmora either on foot. Leaving town, it is to the right, but again, you have to travel through the mountainside. The mountainside can be dangerous. It is often not dangerous, but it is time consuming. I think by far the quickest way is to head to Seydanine, which is how we came in. Let's just double check. Seydanine is that way. On the way, we will pass a couple of mines. Typically, there'll be a large animal of some sort, a gar, perhaps a Kawama worker will be standing outside. You don't really want to fight these guys at this point in our leveling, especially how we are wearing nothing but the base prisoner's clothes that we started in. We're going to turn right here and go up the hill. As we go up the hill here, we will come right back into Seydanine. In no time, we shall be able to see that Silt Strider again. There it is. And the wonderful town of Seydanine. We will happily spend the 13 gold to fast travel back to...
We make a special trip just for you. Same low price.
Back to
I would
Balmora.
like to go.
And we shall... Ooh. Big jump, increased our acrobatics. That's 3 levels in acrobatics for this mission. Not this mission, but this video. Alright, we get back to the Southwall Corner Club. And we just say that New Shoes Bragger has been freed. We gain another 1,000 gold. I'm going to ask for an advancement, but I don't think we'll get one. Correct. We will do another job. A master of security lives here in Balmora. Habasi knows only that he is an Altmer. Perhaps he can secure the south wall. Alright. So now we have multiple ways to achieve this one. We are looking for 1 citizen inside of all of Balmora. Now, we have it narrowed down that it is a male and it is an Altmer, but that is all we know. What we can do is, since we still have Savor Trandle from the second mission, we have his disposition at a high level. We can go ask him about it. He will simply explain to us that there are only 5 Altmer here in town, one of which is now Kyra the Alchemist, which is the female Altmer that we stole the diamonds from in the first mission, we know it's not her, he will list the others and we can go one by one searching for these 5 people. However, it's not necessary. The quick way is you just run to the end of this block. The final house is Hesserinde. Hesserinde, of course, a male Altmer. And all we have to do is go to him and say the south wall. He will say, I must admit I've been negligent towards the guild. I will certainly help you secure the south wall. Tell Sugarlips that I am at her service.
Greetings.
Voila, we are done with that one. Super quick, super easy. Does take a little bit of detective work if you want to go the traditional path on it. Nice, and athletics level too.
Aren't you a sight?
Of course.
And so lastly we go here to Sugarlips and we say, South Wall, it was Hesserind and he will help us. This is good. We'll ask for an advancement. I still can't get one. We can ask for jobs, but we have no more jobs because we have completed everything that we can for the Balmora Thieves Guild here. She recommends that we go see Angoth the Jeweler in Aldrune or Big Halinde in Sadrith Mora. Alright. So that right there, guys, is a walkthrough for all of Balmora's Thieves Guild. It took us a little bit less than an hour to knock them all out. But those are what I believe to be the most efficient ways. I did show you guys some secondary ways in which to handle them. We're going to be in the video right there. I appreciate everybody who checked it out. Be sure, as always, to drop that like button, hit the thumbs up, leave a comment, and of course, follow the channel if you guys would. I really appreciate it. Next video, we will be investigating Angoth the Jeweler's missions there in Aldrune, and we'll see y'all next time.